Alrighty guys, Chippy12 here with episode 2 of Cube, and today I'm going to be going over some advice for starting a cube. Some of you might be interested in doing it, and I think one of the main things that turns people away from starting one is that they think it takes a lot of money to get cards, especially when they hear people saying how they have Power 9 or old dual lands or cards like that in their cube. But really it doesn't necessarily cost that much to have a good cube. A cube doesn't really need to be expensive to be good, and some examples of that I have here are just some common cards that people usually have that are good in cube, like Step Links, can be pretty nasty, Ether Adept, Mana Leak, and Manic Vandal. So my advice for you guys is just to start with cards you have, which is pretty much the most important thing you can do to get started, because a lot of people think, oh, I have to start ordering all these cards, but no. It's best to just start with cards you have and then start getting more cards later if you want to, or if you just want to start making an uncommon common cube or something like that. So anyway, some of my advice for getting cards without having to spend as much money, of course, is by just using cards you have, but also I'm still working on mine a lot right now, and one of the things I do is, of course, trading, which a lot of you already know. I made a cube list on my channel, and I've been having people send me offers over that, and just trading stuff I don't need out of my binder because I don't really play Standard as much. And yeah, I've been able to get a lot of my cards that way, and then every so often I order cards that people don't have as much in their binder and things like that. And another thing that's important for cube is choosing your cards. So one thing I do is I look at a list of cards, like the cube list online, and I might put a link down below to that. But anyway, it's a great reference for figuring out what cards you should put in your cube, because there's a lot of playtesting and things that go into cube, and you want to be able to have the right cards to make it all work together. So the most important thing is to have cards that work together, and one thing that's kind of fun to do is to create minor themes for colors that just really give the color flavor or like workability in that way. So just as an example, I have a few themes for black. One of those, of course, is Reanimator. Just like bringing creatures back from the grave obviously is a characteristic of black, and then discard, of course, as well, Duress. And I think that makes it more fun, is to actually have like specific themes for the colors that really give those colors feeling and can help you build decks around that in a certain color. And cube really is a lot of playtesting, so you don't necessarily just have to go off of a list of cards. Like, I've also been testing a few cards that I found on my own that I thought would be fun to try playing. And just, I think there are two really important things about playing cube, and those are making sure that it works well and making sure that you have fun playing it. So yeah, keep that in mind, and thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe, and keep watching for magic videos.